Alrighty. So this is going to be a reading for my Capricorns. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is going to be a what you're not expecting to happen forecast for December 1st to the 15th. And you guys know with these readings, I'm really just pinpointing energy in regards to things that may come up that you may not be expecting to happen and how you could best deal with it, or how you could overall basically not deal with it all, if possible. So we're going to get straight into it. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell if you would like to see more of my readings. And if you want a personal with me, you want to take advantage of the 50% off sale that's going on until December 1st on my website on all sessions, including phone sessions and the video sessions for Black Friday. Take advantage of that. Make sure you guys also enter your information correctly on the booking form so that there's no confusion, because a lot of people are going to be participating in the sale, and I just don't want to have to have any issues with emails or anything of that nature. But all the information will be below to book a session, and let's go ahead and get into the reading. So Capricorns, what are they not expecting to happen that may actually take place during the time frame of December 1st through the 15th? Ooh, okay, we have discernment and we have surrender. So right off the bat, you guys are going to be forced to basically really see through an individual here. You may have somebody, I wouldn't say newer. This could be a new individual to some of you, but for others of you, this could be somebody who you've dealt with prior. And for others of you, just maybe somebody who you're aware of, like you've known who they were, but you didn't quite date them in the past. But with this discernment, this is like you having to really see things for what it is in regards to whether or not somebody has changed as a person. This could be like an ex-husband trying to come back into your life, or ex-boyfriend, or your current husband, and you guys may have been separated and there may have been some sort of disagreements or something like that. And now you're having to, like I said, use discernment on whether or not you should still give somebody a chance to be in your life, or if you should just completely separate yourself from that individual. Also, this discernment isn't just limited to love. This discernment is also in regards to people who you call your friends, whether or not they genuinely have true interests, like true positive how do I say this? They have good intent. There you go. Whether or not you have certain friends that have good intentions for you. Oh my God, that was so hard for me to get it out. You're going to have to look at that, because you may have people around you who seemingly have your best interest, but not really, because they may be doing certain things that are a little shady, and you may have to call somebody out for that during this time frame, like trying to talk to your ex or something like that, or trying to, make you get back with your ex when they have nothing to do with that situation, and they didn't go through that experience to tell you whether or not you should get back with somebody, okay? Another thing here, I see you guys having to surrender to the process. What you guys are trying to see from your situation is going to require you to have faith in the divine in regards to them guiding you and pointing out the path ahead of you. So a lot of you are going to have to surrender to, what's the word? Like looking at things from an objective view, like not looking at things from a point of view of, okay, well, I've attached myself to this outcome and I wanted this relationship to work, so I'm just going to stick to it. When you may need to surrender from being so stuck in a certain relationship or connection that may not be good for you, and surrender to the understanding that what's for you will come to you if you stop holding on so tightly onto things that are not for you, just because you want it to fit the description of what you envision. I hope that makes sense. That's the best way I can kind of put it into words. But okay, let's continue. Capricorns, what are they not expecting to happen that may actually take place during this time frame? We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. And we also have meditate and contemplate. Okay, so there's going to be something, a decision that you're going to have to make here during this time frame. This could be in regards to your living situation, in regards to whether or not you're going to take somebody back. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. But you're going to have to really take the time to really think things through. I wouldn't just rush and make a decision on what you're going to do, especially if the pros and cons are kind of questionable. Another thing I'm seeing as well. This time frame is going to be one of those things where you're really going to have to get a grip on, like this card says, balancing the spiritual and the practical side of yourself. Because some of you may be more spiritual than practical, and it can show in your day-to-day life. The best way you can kind of see if you have a good balance is if you know how to apply spirituality into your life and use it in a practical sense versus being somebody who's overly spiritual to where they disconnect from reality. That's when you're in an unhealthy sense of spirituality, because you still have to understand that we're humans having, or we're spiritual beings having a human experience, which means that there's this interconnectedness that's happening that needs to happen. There needs to be a proper balance. So the right way to do spirituality, in my opinion, because whatever works for you, is to have a balance to where you can be spiritual and still be in awareness of the fact that you still live a human experience, you know. But when you're too far off the ledge where like you're so spiritual that you think that you could like fly off a building or something like that, or you know, you don't have a real grip on your practical life, then that can really manifest a lot of issues. So for a lot of you during this time frame, there is going to be more of a focus on that. And for some of you, if you're more practical than spiritual, it's going to show, because then your whole life is going to be just based off of the material aspect and not the spirit. So this is going to come up in a scenario during this time frame. This may play out in terms of like your living situation. Some of you guys realizing that financially things are just not together, but spiritually you're in a different place, or spiritually you're feeling off, but financially things are good. What are my Capricorns not expecting to happen during the time frame of December 1st through the 15th? We have the Hermit. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Virgo. I have the Seven of Swords. Oh, I have the Five of Cups. And I have the Three of Pentacles. So right off the bat, if somebody cheated on you, a Virgo specifically, or you may have cheated on a Virgo, that guilt may be like literally eating somebody up during this time frame. So whoever cheated in this connection is really going to be eating them up during this time frame. A huge level of guilt, a huge level of feeling some sort of way is what I'm seeing here. Now, if it's not a Virgo specifically, some of you guys are just going to be going through this space of introspection in regards to somebody who you're dealing with who acts sneaky, or who avoids really giving you the real connection that you deserve, the connection that you've been asking for. And you may have to kind of put things in perspective on whether or not you want to keep putting energy into this connection. Some of you also may be finding out why somebody is avoiding actually committing to you. This may be due to the fact that they have some traumas from their past in regards to them getting cheated on, or dealing with somebody who they wanted to make the connection work with, but they weren't working with them, or other people were meddling in on their connection. And because of that, this person may be the type to avoid serious commitment. Some of you guys, again, it's just speaking to your past trauma and what you may have went through. Some of you guys may also have like a roommate who may be a little sneaky. So you do need to watch them in regards to like whether or not they go in your room and like take your stuff. Because they may be trying to like take some money from you. I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much, Capricorns, for watching this. I hope I kind of put things in perspective. If you enjoyed, thumbs this video up, subscribe. If you do want a personal, like I said, take advantage of the 50% off specials that I have on my website for Black Friday. That's going to be ending on December 1st. So take advantage of that, and all that will be below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.